All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy E3 Monday. I hope you're all doing well. This is Dave the Watchman with Bacon.com. I am joined by the lovely Lauren,
Hello.
the foremost expert on all things Ubisoft, and also joined by Sean Bonamigo. Folks, we are about 30 minutes away from Ubisoft's E3 2017 conference.
So excited.
Hope you're all doing well. Neon Saxton, yes, we do need copious amounts of Chinese food. Deliver all the General's chicken to me right now, please. Ubisoft's conference. Let's not beat around the bush, folks. We are all here to see one thing and one thing only. Mario Cross Rabbids.
No.
What?
No. I mean, I'm here to. I will see that.
Did you just stick a knife in my gullet?
I'm
Is
sorry.
that like
I'm
like
sorry.
you snuck up behind me and maybe assassinated me or something like that? Is there a creed that you live by? Do you want to talk about the origins of this Assassin's Creed? Right there.
Right in the hidden blade. It's fine.
All right, here it is. We're all here to see Assassin's Creed Origins. We saw a little bit of it last night at Microsoft's E3 2017 press event. Lauren, you got to see it after the event.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think?
I'm super excited. I had a very strong emotional response to it in a very positive way. It was there was a lot of this and a lot of and a lot of like that. So it was very exciting. It brings me a lot of hope and a lot of emotional joy.
And we're going to play the trailer while we talk a little bit, some of the gameplay demonstration from last night. Actually, that's not what I want. I want window capture. There we go. And let's not cover Sean's head. There we go. This is the gameplay footage that we saw last night.
Look at that eagle.
Look at that eagle.
Or hawk.
It's a hawk, that's right.
Falcon hawk. Okay, so something I just want to look at is how incredibly huge that they're already giving like the map. The fact that you've got not only like the city itself, but you have the desert outside the city, you have the harbor. They showed the lighthouse at Alexandria, which I'm like, how many like ninja monk people are we going to talk to?
So we know, according to an upcoming Game Informer article, that this game takes place during the height of Cleopatra's reign. Tell us about, as a longtime Assassin's Creed fan, Lauren, tell us about what does this setting do for you?
Well, I just think it's really cool, the fact that they're like, okay, we've done all this stuff and we're going back, way back, not only back to origin. I mean, they were going like, let's just keep going way back. And when they first said it was going to be taking place in ancient Egypt, I was like, please let it be in the time of Cleopatra, Julius Caesar, Mike Antony, because I just think I just think that'll be a really cool time with like other things going on political scene, like the fact that it's not just Egypt, that they can be interacting with other nations. Oh, but then looking at something within this shot, I just think this is something cool because this is brand new. Because obviously in other games you have your eagle vision where you're on the top of a building and it allows you to survey where you're at. Mm-hmm. But here your Falcon can actually do this vision for you. So somehow, and I'm hoping they'll explain, you're somehow magically, mythically connected to your bird that you can actually see more of what's going on. Oh, and just look at that.
Look, he snorted a bunch of gold
and just got it all over his
face. Gold dust snorting, that was the drug of choice back in ancient Egypt.
Mm-hmm. So fitting nose twitch, by the way.
I know, it's like, oh, well.
So we got scaling the walls here. We got typical crouching.
Yep.
I've heard a lot of the mechanics are going to be... Everything has been rethought out, apparently. From oh my god, you can shoot... Okay, I did not catch that yesterday.
You didn't catch this. That's something I was super excited about. The fact that you can shoot someone from midair, which is something that we haven't really been able to play with before. I do like, if you note on the top of the screen, it does have that kind of map. So you can kind of gauge where you're at, which I really think is cool. And the fact that it has all those question marks, meaning there's something exciting to do there and how far away it is. So you can kind of gauge where you're at a little bit more versus pulling up like a big map screen and shank to the face, which is amazing. Okay, I really like the fact that it's quick time. The fact that you can, yes, I just killed this person in previous games. There's like, I killed this guy, pause, kill the next guy. Now it was instantly bam, switch weapon, bam, let's go.
Let's talk about. Oh, go on.
Oh no, that was what I
Let's talk about what we just saw here. He dispatched somebody, and now he's taking a look at loot.
Mm-hmm.
But we're also getting a little glimpse of the inventory system. So how different is this inventory system compared to what we saw in the previous Assassin's Creed?
Well, it seems like there's a lot more information on it, and it seems like it's much better organized than before. So it's like, well, here's this area, and we don't know what's like before this, but it looks like here's your arrows category, here's what it is, here it has. It just seems like it's much better laid out. I mean, before, it still has the same information than what we had before, as far as like, oh, this has more stealth, or this has this, or this is level this, or this is a higher level than that. But it just looks like it's a lot easier to look at.
Does it feel like maybe they're increasing some of the RPG elements of the game over previous entries in the series?
Not necessarily increasing it. I feel like they're just cleaning it and making it a little bit easier. I mean, from what I've seen, there might be some other things that do make it feel more. I mean, as far as like your actual character and leveling up yourself, which we do see later in this clip, the character does himself level up during the clip, which is cool.
Yeah, and in the press conference yesterday, they said they were trying to put more RPG elements into it to polish it a little bit. So
Seems like everything is getting more RPG elements
I'm okay.
for better or worse.
I'm okay with this in this particular game.
Sean, what are your thoughts? I know you're not really a big Assassin's Creed fan, but you are a fan of cool-looking stuff.
Yeah,
so.
no, without playing those games, I am a fan of them. I appreciate it. I think the effort that they put into creating the locations and environments is beyond compare. It's really refreshing to go back to different historical times.
Yeah.
See what that world is like and be able to run around in that and jump on buildings and stuff. I think it's really cool.
Let's talk a little bit about, we see that this is a legendary predator bow. So does it look like they've redone the loot system?
Well, and that's why I'm wondering what it has, the background colors, because you see the hunting bow, which looks like his initial first weapon, has a blue background, and now this one has like a yellow background. So the question is, are they going to be different levels? Like legendary, rare, uncommon? Are they going to be things like that where, oh my gosh, you found this awesome, like amazingly awesome sauce bow, versus like, oh, this is just a regular, or this is something you can buy off of merchants versus you have to find off of like another guard. So I think that's cool.
Well, to me, that seems like I think the whole point of loot drops is that you have to find it. It's something that is rare. It is special. So is that a change over previous Assassin's Creed games? Or?
I mean, the fact that if they're going to concentrate more on the loot drop, then yeah, I mean, there's always been loot drops. You can get weapons off of, like in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, you could pick up weapons off of your fallen foes. But there was a lot of like you upgrading yourself or you buying them or things like that. So... Oh, and again with the Falcon shot. So now you're finding your target.
Scouting out the targets
But
there.
I also want to point out, just like the images, I mean, Assassin's Creed has done a really good job in general about having a very beautiful environment, about watching the grass. Like, they're so good, like Sean mentioned, they're so good at making it look like you're there, which, and we talked about before as far as in a few of the last games, they've concentrated a lot on present day stuff, which... I think that story is kind of like
back and forth.
So I don't know about what you guys think in the chat or those that are watching, but I'm personally looking forward to an Origins. Hopefully them either not touching on the present day stuff or bam right to the face, or them at the very end of the game maybe touching on and talking a little bit about Desmond. Maybe as like, oh, now this is how it connects into the other Assassin's Creed games.
So what do we see here? This looks like kind of a boss battle.
It is.
Yeah.
And this is something different because just watching the combat and how he's standing.
Is it parry?
There's a lot. Yeah.
By the way, Neon Saxon, yes, I'll take Orange Chicken as well. Orange Chicken it's not General's Chicken, but it's a close second.
Oh,
so.
And this is something, everyone, this is cool because look, you're following the arrow. So the question is, can you control the arrow or was that just a cool graphic shot?
It looks like you could control it.
Hey, what's up, Level Up Justin?
So, I don't think anyone has ever said, I want more present-day stuff in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if they could make one game that like Lauren's saying, either doesn't have it or just has it at the very end.
So it kind of connects it. Yeah, exactly, Justice Scooby. It just feels like, I mean, in the first few games, it was kind of cool where they kind of pop back and forth, but then they started making it this huge deal and this huge drama of, oh my gosh, what's happening with this? We're taking people's genetics and we're making this whole big thing. And it's like, I didn't care. I wasn't connected to those. I mean, I like Desmond, but I wasn't really connected as much as I was connected to the actual assassins themselves.
Yeah, the point of the game is assassinating people.
Yes,
right?
in a really cool time frame. And that's the other thing I like about it is with the research, like the people that you get to meet in the game. Like, here's all these historical, like people that actually lived, and your characters interacting with them, which is another reason why I'm like super excited about the time frame, because I'm like, will any of those like big name people make an appearance?
That would be awesome.
Or not? Or will you just see Cleopatra just floating down the Nile?
You gotta have interaction with Cleopatra.
Or
You
just
gotta
to
have a
see
Cleopatra Mark Antony mission somewhere in there. Teraflops. How many teraflops does Assassin's Creed need?
All of them.
All of the teraflops.
All of them.
So, what are some of the other changes that you folks would like to see within the Assassin's Creed formula? Lauren, you've played more Assassin's Creed games than I can probably name. So,
I mean, just a lot of what we were saying. I think so besides taking out some of the present day stuff, I would like to see, which they hinted at by showing some of those boats, I would like to see you able to go back to any sort of water missions or water battles, which, because this game is being produced by the people that did Black Flag, which I would like to say is probably one of the best, if not the best, Assassin's Creed game. I loved that game.
You hear that a lot.
yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to hopefully them bringing that back. I would also like more, because they always have a horse in a lot of the games. There's always some sort of transportation that he has in the game. So I'm interested to see, do you find horses? Can you upgrade your horse? Can your horse because they never upgrade what you're riding. Like, can you get better saddles, better mounts? Can you upgrade your horse to get, oh my gosh, you got a faster and faster animal to work with?
Horse armor?
Oh, that would be cool.
Indeed.
And I'm also just interested in this Falcon, and also how the Brotherhood began. Why in Egypt? Why did it begin? Why is it this particular time versus any time further? So I'm also upgrading the battle system a little bit, making it a little bit more like versus just button mashing, where, like you were saying, like a parry or, oh my gosh, okay, block, dodge, that type of thing.
Right.
So
It seems like there's an influence from Dark Souls and Neo and those kinds of new action games.
That would be great.
Kind of influencing the combat.
I always felt like that was one of the weakest points of Assassin's Creed, just from watching Lauren play, was the combat just looked really, really clunky, very last gen, not very well thought out. Not even last gen, like, because Assassin's Creed was developed, it was in development prior to the Xbox 360 launching, and then it launched on the Xbox 360. So it's kind of a holdover from 2 generations ago, and kind of that line of thinking.
Yeah, but even if you look back at that generation, say like Shinobi for the PS2, fantastic combat system.
Right, that had I'm just saying the
Ninja
vast
Gaiden,
majority of games did not have good. There were a few standouts like Shinobi. Yeah. I'm not saying all of them were bad.
Yeah. Well, and Level Up Justin, yeah, with I would love the fact that if you could do that, like if that's true that you can kind of pick the way you want your assassin to be, I think that would be really, really cool if you can kind of customize your assassin. So for me, I personally love stealth kills. I love trying to kill people in the ways that they just don't even know it's coming. So if I can pick up my weapons to that, or if someone wants to be more confrontational and wants to just bash people's head in with them actually seeing them there, that would be cool.
Yeah, the Ubisoft thing.
I thought Devolver was weird last night when I watched of it.
Look at these fan arts.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. So let's wrap up this Assassin's Creed discussion with what's the worst case scenario that you could see happening with Assassin's Creed Origins? What keeps you up at night saying, "Oh God, if this happens"?
If they focus more on the present day stuff.
It's not the origin; it's the end.
If they continue, if they're really focusing on the present day stuff, again, where it's like a quarter of the game is present day and only 3/4 of the game is the other stuff. That's going to be super annoying to me. I feel like I think that's going to be the main deal breaker. Like, I like the other games. Like, I played through Unity, I played through the other stuff, and it's like, I think that would be just like, really? I'd be like, you're supposed to fix it. No. No. Fixing means making better. Fixing does not mean making worse.
Just as Scooby says, the question is, will Ubisoft pull an EA and give us a game without a season pass? I don't know. I kind of doubt it, but it's entirely possible. Sean, what do you think? Star Wars Battlefront 2, no season pass. Their DLC, free.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? Because there was so much in the way of complaining about the original Battlefront that they're like, as a sign of good faith for the franchise moving forward, they're like, hey, we're improving upon everything that you complained about, and we're going to give you all the DLC for free.
You know, maybe it's a sign of the times with GameStop not being as strong as they used to be. Like, that was a big motivator for these publishers to force DLC.
Sure.
And force season passes and things like that, especially so they can capture some money off of secondhand sales. But GameStop's been having a lot of troubles. They don't sell that many used games anymore. You know, like, maybe it's going to free us up to the time before the used games smorgasbord.
Maybe. Well, used games are not a bad thing inherently. It's just the way GameStop prices their used games. It's like, okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to buy a used game for $54.99, but I can just go to Best Buy, get a Gamers Club discount for 2 years, and then buy a new game for less than the price that you're charging for a new game. Plus, or for a used game.
They would do crappy things like pushing used game sales for holidays.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a little kid, you don't want to open up somebody else's game on Christmas.
I always felt bad about trying to push used games on people during the holiday season, quite frankly. Level Up Justin says 30% chance it has free DLC, and I think ACO will have a season pass, unfortunately. I don't know. I know that there are different tiered editions. There's like, yeah, I think you're right. I think it does have a season pass because there's like the gold edition, which has yada, yada, yada. So I think you're right. I think there will be a season pass.
They did say there's a pre-order bonus. That you
there
get an
is.
extra mission for pre-ordering.
Yes.
Which means it wouldn't be free for everybody.
That's true. Yay, DLC!
Well, if you really love the game and want more of it, you can pay for more.
Did you get DLC for Syndicate? I can't remember.
They came out with some expansions, but some of them were like free.
Huh.
But because some of it, when this happened with Unity too, there were like some, especially in Unity, where there were like glitches, and then they're like, to make up for this glitch, here's this free mission.
Level Up Justin says season pass means Half-Life 3 confirmed. No, my Half-Life 3 dreams died yesterday with Microsoft's conference. Anyway, we're about 10 minutes away from the official start of Ubisoft's conference. No Aisha Tyler this year. How sad is that?
That is actually disappointing. Yeah. I really she's very engaging.
It was one of the cool things about Ubisoft's conference that set them apart, besides from their quirky Frenchness. Plug this. I don't need this in here. Printer was still plugged in. That was one of the quirky things about them, was the fact that they had like this person as a standard bearer for the company, the face of the company, even though she wasn't, an employee of Ubisoft. It was still cool that they did have her as the official Ubisoft host. So it kind of stinks that she's not going to be there.
Although I'm just saying, Ubisoft, if you pay for my plane ticket and my food in my hotel, you can pay me $20 and I will do it.
There you go.
I will be there.
There you go.
I will be there. And I will wear just as tall of heels as Aisha Tyler. And that takes a lot of skills.
$20. There you go. $20 Ubisoft.
$20 Ubisoft.
We know that you want to save as much money as possible. We know Vivendi is nipping at your heels. By the way, do we think that takeover from Vivendi will eventually happen? Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. I hope not. I'd like to see Ubisoft stay independent. 10 minutes away here. Let's talk about, speaking of quirky, wild stuff, it has been a not so well kept secret that Ubisoft and Nintendo are working together on a crossover project for for the Nintendo Switch, this is going to be Mario cross the Rabbids characters from the Rayman series, and it's going to be kind of an RPG, wacky, like Mario RPG light
They're
type.
in the background right there, the little rabbits.
Yeah, type game. So what are your thoughts on that? Is this absolute insanity, or is this like so crazy it might actually be brilliant?
It's not as insane as Rabbids cross Minions.
Well, that would be painful.
Painful for their wallet. Like, it would break Ubisoft's wallet. Do you know how many people would buy it because they love Minions?
That's fair.
Yeah, but nothing would get done.
Yeah.
Literally nothing would get done in the game.
People would just be like, it's so cute.
Yeah. Some of the artwork that's been released so far, the leaked artwork, looks fascinatingly atrocious. We've got a rabbit dressed up like Princess Peach in a dress and everything, taking a selfie of herself. There's some people who are like, this is the most horrible thing that the internet has ever produced. There's some people who are like...
That's strong words.
Those are strong words.
Wow.
I mean, the internet has produced enough horror already. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you looking forward to seeing this game actually in motion, or is this just an abomination in your eyes?
I feel like I have to see more of it. And actually, if they had some like gameplay or something, like just to see like, well, what is it? Like, what is it about? Like, what is it going to be? Like, what is it?
Well, we'll find out soon.
I know, we will find out soon. And yes, the amiibos will probably be awesome. If there is an amiibo of a rabbit dressed as Princess Peach,
yeah, that
will sell out really well. That would sell out so well, I think.
I'm so proud of myself for resisting amiibos as much as I have.
You do have one.
I've got one. I've got Ryu, all right? That's the only one that I have, and I got him because he was on clearance at Target for like $5. But I haven't gone in on any full-priced amiibos, but I gotta say, that is going to change next month once the Bayonetta and the Cloud amiibo comes out, because it's over. I gotta have that Bayonetta amiibo. It's just, I gotta have it.
I don't even have a Nintendo system. I have an amiibo.
What amiibo do you have?
Yarn Yoshi.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
It's actually made of yarn. Like, how can you not buy that?
We'll have to check out Toys R Us. I thought like the Mega Man amiibo went on clearance over there.
Ooh, and we have a call for Far Cry. Anyone
wants to see more Far Cry? I've never played a Far Cry game personally, and this one does not make me want to start. It's about defeating these like Christian cultists up in Montana.
No, it's too real.
Yeah, it's like that's the big problem with America right now,
Montana.
according to
Yeah. I mean, have you been to Montana?
No, I'd love to go though.
I hear good things.
Yeah, I've always wanted to see Montana.
Dave, if you went there, you may not come back though. You might find a hole.
I
And be
might.
Like, I will live in this.
I might.
I will live in this little spot with my soup. And I will live there.
I just ask, where did all the good times go? You know, I
Montana.
wish a buck were still silver, because that's when the country was strong.
You're quoting a song.
I know.
That was not an original thing by you.
I know.
How would you know? You weren't
I
alive
wish a
then.
buck were still silver. It's back when the country was strong. I can't go that long. Anyway, all right, let's move on a little bit.
Yeah, what else was on the?
Let's talk about our buttholes for just a little bit. We're finally gonna get to see a little bit of South Park: The Fractured Butthole. This was a game that was introduced last year during Ubisoft's conference. It was supposed to be out at the end of 2016, and then all of a sudden it just vanished. It vanished into a black hole, pun very much intended, and now it's reemerged with an October release date. What the hell is going on with this game, guys? What kind of development hell did The Fractured Butthole go through?
Creative differences. I can only see something like that happening. I don't know.
I mean,
like,
Matt and Trey have full creative control over it.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, that's what I don't know. Is that they wanting to do something in Ubisoft is like...
No, I doubt that, personally.
Having played the previous game,
they'll probably have like...
They have so many ridiculous things in there.
I would say that there's probably some gameplay design element that needed to get retooled. Either that or there were elements of the script that Matt and Trey wanted to rewrite. That, I think, is the most likely scenario.
That could
Maybe
too.
they're burnout on South Park.
They could be, because the last couple of seasons have not been up to par.
Right.
Like, South Park is like the only series that has been on for as long as it has been and has been getting better with age.
Except for the last year or two.
Yeah, except for seasons. This was 18 and 19, right?
I think so.
So, yeah, we're going into season 20 this fall, which is remarkable. That's
Jeez.
great.
Yeah, and the seasons have been shorter and shorter. And
Yeah, 10-episode seasons.
so, I don't know. I wonder if they're just getting tired of South Park, which I can't blame them.
Yeah. Well, maybe they need to do something to refresh themselves. Maybe they need to write another, Book of Mormon or something like that.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
Because it seems like they'll go and do something, like South Park the movie or the Book of Mormon or something like that, and then they come back and they're like totally refreshed. So who knows? Who knows? But I'm looking forward to seeing it because South Park: The Stick of Truth was so brilliant.
It really was.
It was one of the best games of that year.
Not only was the story interesting, it was funny consistently.
It was.
The combat was amazing. I loved that.
It really was. It's I got trouble finishing games, as everyone knows by now. That's one of the few games that I actually finished.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it was just brilliant through and through. And actually, I wouldn't mind going back and maybe the gingers are why it got delayed.
Probably.
Or hippies. Damn ginger hippies.
Ginger hippies.
Does the long delay, does that worry you about the quality of the game?
A little. I mean, I don't know.
Lauren says no. She's got full confidence.
No.
She's like, Obsidian's got this, yo.
The previous one had some delays too, so.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. About 2 minutes away. Justin's not worried. Level up, Justin's got full confidence.
Ooh, Justice Scooby asked about, he was seeing some R6 Siege on the screen.
Yeah, Rainbow.
Thoughts on that?
We might see some DLC for that. I wouldn't be surprised to see some Watch Dogs DLC. We'll probably see some Ghost Recon's Wildlands DLC. Here's what I want to know. Are we going to see any surprises today from Ubisoft? Namely, are we going to see the return of Splinter Cell?
There'll be some kind of Tom Clancy. Something.
Maybe I'm the only one who is really in love with that, but yeah, Splinter Cell, if they announce Splinter Cell, that'll be a huge moment. All right.
Here's some things happening!
Looks like we're coming in just in a couple moments. Any final thoughts before we head full on into Ubisoft's conference here?
I'm hoping to have some kind of indie type game like Valiant Hearts.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Child of Light. I'm really looking forward to something like that.
That would be awesome. Level Up Justin says, Steep 2, you're crazy.
JK.
That's not going to happen. How about this? Ubisoft, Ghost Recon's Wildlands, and For Honor, number 1 and number 2 best sellers so far in 2017.
Wow.
Really?
How do you like them apples?
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's
Sweet,
quite
sweet.
interesting. 1 minute left. Any last thoughts, guys and girls? How much Assassin's Creed are you looking forward to seeing?
I'm looking forward to at least another 5 minutes dedicated
Only
to it.
5 minutes?
It'll be more than
Of
that.
gameplay.
What?
5 minutes of gameplay. As well as another 15 minutes of talking about its glory.
Another Division title? Man, I don't know. Ubisoft might just win E3.
Oh, they will
That
in
is
my
a
heart.
tall order for them to win E3.
Well,
That is a
if
tall
Bethesda is the
Bethesda's
competition.
yeah. If it's just like developed versus like, Sony, Nintendo, if Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft are in their own league, and then EA and Bethesda and Ubisoft are in their own league, Ubisoft could win their league. And become league champions of the world.
They might be. That Bethesda conference last night was just dog meat. That was so. I mean, again, Wolfenstein looked really good,
Wolfenstein.
but my God, I am not a Wolfenstein fan.
Fine.
So let's see. We're at 3:00. Let's go ahead and cut into the Ubisoft conference here. This is probably part of their pre-show, so let's see what they got
We
going
said
on.
hi to our communities. I want to say hi to everyone at Ubisoft World. I know you're watching, you're up late around the world watching this, so hi to everyone at Ubisoft World. Now, the devs seem to be ready. Leon?
Are you guys ready in the theater? No. Come on.
I think we're
You don't
all
even know
ready,
what we got
folks.
for you. Are you guys ready? Make some noise.
They must make all the noise.
All right, so one last time, if you want to get at us in the community, use the hashtag UBE3. And I think there is only one person appropriate to start this show, CEO and co-founder of Ubisoft, Yves Guillemot. Everyone, please, Yves Guillemot.
Bring on the French.
Yves, I believe the honor is yours. Would you do the honors, please?
Yes, sure. Let the games begin.
There we go. There we
Ubisoft
go.
Olympics.
Here it is, folks. Oh, they're going 80s retro wave style just like I did. See, I'm on the forefront. Forefront of hipness.
Dave is just as hip as the French.
I'm just gonna sit and eat cheese for the rest of the night just to spite you. Uh-oh. I don't know, this game is gonna be brilliant. I'm just gonna say it. Uh-oh.
Oh.
No!
Hello.
Yay.
Hello, everyone. And thank you. We've always wondered what could happen if our crazy rabbits were unleashed upon the world of Mario. Today, the dream is reality. And to talk about this unexpected encounter, it is my great honor to welcome
Chris
a
Miyamoto.
very special guest, someone I truly admire. Please.
Best moment of E3 so far,
Ladies
ladies
and
and gentlemen.
gentlemen,
Yes, it is.
Miyamoto-san.
Oh, damn is right, Justice Scooby. Oh my
He's in a
god.
bullet holes.
He does.
Thank you for coming. We are so happy to have you today.
It's like the blaster
So
from
what
Lego.
have
Yeah.
you brought with you?
well.
What did you bring?
This is a life-size replica of one of the weapons from this game.
Wow. Cool, I'm sure you love it.
I brought one for you.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Really see you speaking English.
So, so let's take a picture.
Ow. Level up, Justin. Already better than Bethesda. Agreed. Agreed.
Bill-san, he can have
Yeah.
our conversation.
Okay.
これほら、ね、ゴーストリーコンのとちょっと違うでしょ
These are a little bit different from the weapons you see in Ghost Recon.
可愛いでしょ
Yeah, very different weapons
they're
for
cute.
very different worlds. This one is, I think, very effective in the world of Mario and Rabbit. So, should do well.
He's so cute.
Getting awkward.
I'm so proud of Ubisoft's long-standing collaboration with Nintendo. You know, from the DS to the Wii, and more recently for the impressive launch of the Switch. You know, it has always been, we have always been inspired by Nintendo and by all the great work you have been able to do.
そうですね、本当にいつも UBI さんにはね、協力いただいてありがとうございます。
Yes, thank you very much for all the work that we've been able to do together over the years with Ubisoft.
もうほら出会ってから25年ぐらい経つんですよね。
I mean, Yves, it's already been about 25 years since you and I first met.
で E3 とかに来るたんびに UBI さんのブースを僕は訪問してでビデオで撮ってもらって社内のビデオに登場したりしてましたね。
And every year at E3, you're kind enough to invite me to your booth, and we get to take lots of pictures and videos, and I've even recorded messages for Ubisoft employees in the past.
でそのたんびにねなんか UBI の開発の皆さんのすごい任天堂ゲーム愛みたいなものを感じてき
That's
ま
true,
した。
Doc Rock.
So over the years, I've always felt the deep, heartfelt passion that Ubisoft developers have for Nintendo and its characters.
でそれは一方でね僕は同じ開発者としてライバルですからこう戦う姿勢で頑張ってきたんですけど。
But on the other hand, because we're both software developers, we've also looked at each other as kind of rivals and tried to see who could make the best software.
けどまあイブさんからラビッツの人形をもらったりいろいろして僕の席の前にもラビッツがいっぱいあるんですけどもそういうラビッツのヒューモアはすごく理解してました。
But of course, I've known the Rabbids characters for many years, and I have many Rabbids figures decorating my desk. And so I've always been a fan of the characters and their humor.
だから今回の話があった時にラビッツがどんなユーモアをこうゲームの中で見せてくれるかすごい楽しみにしてたんですね。
So since this project first started, I've been very excited to see what kind of humor the Rabbids could bring to the Mario world.
でただダビデさんに会った時にね、ダビデさんに一つだけお願いしたんです。
And so when I met Davide-san, who is the creative director of this game, yes. When I met Davide-san, I had just one condition for this project.
絶対こうジャンプするゲームとかそういうプラットフォームゲームじゃなくて。マリオで今まで作ったことのないジャンルのゲームを作ってほしいとお願いしました。
I said, whatever you do, don't try to make a jump game or a Mario platformer. Try to make a Mario game that has never been made before.
よかったですね。
And it's great.
And I can tell you, it was an exciting, very exciting challenge for all our teams. And I think we've done something you will love. So, thank you very much for giving us the chance to perform on this game.
はい、本当にこうヨーロッパで作るとこんなものができるのかとかね。それからUBI さんやっぱりアクションゲームをちゃんと作ってる会社なんで、こう単性のストラテジーゲームというもののちゃんとこうテンポのいいゲームが出来上がりました。
And so, of course, because the game is being made in Europe, it has a very unique flavor to it. And of course, Ubisoft is very good at making action games, but this game in particular has a great layer of strategy and tactics to it, but with a very good pace.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fresh, actually. So now let's welcome Xavier, the producer of the game, and he will show us the game. So thanks again. Thanks again, Miyamoto.
Very cool moment.
Finally, we can talk about this project. So we've been working on this game for more than 3 years now, and to be at E3 today on this stage is just super exciting. So, what is this game exactly? So Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is a tactical adventure exclusive for the Nintendo Switch, and let's check right away some gameplay. So the rabbits have been teleported into the Mushroom Kingdom, and it made the world completely unstable and chaotic. So Mario, as a true hero, wants to save the day. But this time, with some new friends.
Looks really nice. Oh, God.
And at first, they don't really know each other, but in the end, they will form this dream team that will potentially save the Mushroom Kingdom.
Alright, so far they're just following this thing around. Let's see something. This isn't gameplay. This is chase the rabbit.
And as the game is a turn-based tactical adventure game, combat is a really big part of the concept. So you'll fight wave after wave of rabbit that somehow turn bad, and what we see here is just the very beginning of the game, so it will be perfect to talk about the combat basics. So the two flags you see on the screen here is to tell you this is a battlefield zone. So you'll switch from exploration mode to battle mode. The blue zone is your zone of movement, so you move anywhere you want in that zone. But you can also use battlefield ingredients, such as covers for protection. So Rabbit Luigi here using half cover or full cover. And we also have what we call team jump. So by jumping on your teammates, you can expand your zone of movement. So here, Rabbit Peach, using Mario, she's able to flank the enemy.
Interesting.
So you can also attack the enemy behind that cover and expose them by destroying that cover, which is really interesting in terms of strategy because for the next turns, you'll be open for attacks. And last but not least, techniques. So from defensive ones, like Rabbit Peach shield boost, or offensive ones, like Mario's Hero Sight. He's able to attack the enemy even if it's not his turn, as soon as the enemy moves. So this is a very core aspect of the game itself. So you mix and match attack options, movement abilities, techniques, but we also have other ingredients such as pipes, rabbit pipes. So those give you a good move to flank the enemy. So here, for example, Rabbit Luigi goes into the pipe, out of the pipe, dash the enemy, goes for Mario, team jump, land behind the enemy in one single movement sequence, and then finish off the enemy.
That's cool.
And what we see here is actually explosive cover. So those have many type of super effects, and this one was a push effect. So you can push heroes or enemies out of the boundaries. So again, this is just a glimpse into the basics of the game. And as you progress into the game, you have more tactic tools. You'll be able to do more combo setups. You'll be able to use different type of heroes, different type of weapons, in order to battle your way through the kingdom.
Looks pretty fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like a lot of Mario games, day one.
And that's just a glimpse into the game itself. But first and foremost, this is a project done with passion, with our hearts. So it would not exist otherwise. So we just can't wait for you guys to try the game at E3 this week. For those who are not at E3, you'll see online coverage, videos, and surprises. So have a great conference. Have a great E3. Thank you.
Already kicking off strong.
Yep. Hashtag winning Ubisoft.
Here's the official trailer. The day Ubisoft saved E3. That's brilliant. What? Oh. Wow, that's quick. Yeah. So there you go, guys. There's your Switch lineup. ARMS this week, July, Splatoon, August. That game. Okay, sorry.
It was August 29th was the release date, just a Scooby.
Oh.
Dave,
Hang on.
Dave,
Sorry.
Dave.
All right, we're good.
Almost 10 years ago, I, as many of you, fell in love with a game. That game took us to the Third Crusade. And we fell in love again when it took us to the Italian Renaissance. Over the years, this amazing series has taken us to the American Revolution, the French Revolution, Victorian London, and of course, to the Republic of Pirates. For the 10-year anniversary of Assassin's Creed, for our fans, for ourselves, and for all newcomers, we wanted to go back, very far back, to show how it all began. Since Black Flag, over the last 3.5 years, we have poured our energy, our talent, our passion into bringing the land of pyramids, pharaohs, and mummies to life, to bring ancient Egypt to life. Now, Egypt challenged us. It fundamentally challenged us to reinvent what it means to be Assassin's Creed. And over the next few days, you will see, play, and feel this reinvented experience. I am deeply honored and proud to be here representing the amazing work of a phenomenal team, and thrilled to finally be able to show you this beast we have been building. Without further ado, here is a taste of Egypt.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh.
Flash across your screen, got you in the air. 15 minutes of freedom, still can fit so many. Still lights your chain, yeah. All my blood is in there. 400 years of torture, 400 years of slave. They're just to watch you stronger.
This game is gonna be so good.
Now take this at your doorstep, and you're still playing your game.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. As an extra treat, let's check in with home base, where we're going to get a glimpse of what you'll see right after the Ubi conference.
Hey there, folks. Chris Waters here at the home base with Hanny Duong and Carl Luet, producer on Assassin's Creed Origins at Ubisoft Singapore. Carl's here to give us a look at the gameplay of the game. We're going to be entering the open world. We've got a ton more to show you, but Carl, kick it off. Give us a little taste here.
Playing on an Xbox One X.
Open world of Egypt. This is the demo that we will be showing on the show floor here at E3. Bayek is riding into the Fayum, one of the regions in Egypt, the most southernmost region. It's a beautiful area. We see we've come in from the desert, moving towards this Lake Moris. And let's have a little exploration around here using our Eagle scenery.
It's sunny on the lake and it's sunny on the monitor here, but folks, this looks really good. It's running on an Xbox One X. We'll be giving you the gameplay feed after the show. We've got 30 minutes of that coming up, but let's see if we can see from a bird's eye view what Seinu is up to.
Yeah, so Seinu is looking into this military camp and tagging a few enemies here. After the show, we will infiltrate this camp and take it out either through stealth or combat or perhaps ranged weaponry.
All right, if you guys want to see more of this, be sure to tune in right after the conference. Chris and I and Carl here will be right here. Ash will be joining us as well. You won't want to miss it.
That 30 minutes live gameplay feed is coming up after the show, but for now, it's back to the stage and on with the excitement.
You should give us a 10-minute demo
That's
now.
it for now. Thank you, thank you. So, don't forget that you can watch this demo in its entirety after the conference, live stream from our home base. And for those of you here at E3, please come to the Ubisoft booth where you can live this new experience of Assassin's Creed. Thank you very much.
If I watch it this way, oh, now I gotta do it. Oh, this must be the crew pod D. It'll be interesting to see this game going up against the new Need for Speed.
Driver with a promising career dominate off-road racing on his way to the top.
Oh, that's kind of cool though, if you can fly. That might have just sold me. You're just a CG trailer. I want to see gameplay.
Oh, there's a skid. Oh, and there's a wreck. The cars are piling up. Our champion swerves around it brilliantly. Now that's the skill that wins no matter what the engine, no matter what the track.
Oh, it votes too. Land, sea, and air. Oh, shoot.
Coming out of nowhere to rise to the top.
That's brilliant. Just as Scooby, if we could fly, I'm sold 210%. I think so. It looks like land, sea, and air. Like a... Oh, you dicks, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. What about underground racing?
Mole racing?
Right, there needs to be like underground train racing.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. 2 years back, the crew took the driving genre out there to the big, wide, open world of the USA. Thanks to our players, we have taken this iconic vision to the next level. They showed us what they liked and what they wanted to see in the futures. Now, it's time to take it way beyond driving. I am Stéphane Belay, Creative Director. This is The Crew 2. Yeah. Thank you.
I thought the Crew beta was terrible, but this game, like, just show it to me.
Here, in the US, motorsports are louder, bigger, edgier than anywhere else in the world.
It's because it's America.
Drivers and fans meet across the country and celebrate a common passion for all things motorized. Now's your chance to join in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Crew 2, home of Motor Nation.
Actual gameplay. Ubisoft's accent game is pro. The what?
Sucking kickflip sound.
In the heart of the city, street
should.
racers prove their skills.
Okay, here we go.
Skidding on rooftops, burning asphalt, and tuning their ride.
Looks good.
Forge your own path off-road through the striking beauty of nature.
Of nature. Sony starts at 8 Eastern is when our pregame starts tonight.
Tame, unpredictable waves on the open ocean, rapid waters, or narrow rivers.
Oh, this could be so good, guys. This could be so good. I laughed when the Crew 2 was announced, but now I'm not laughing anymore. That looks great. Oh, I hope it's so good that I get seasick and throw up all over my living room. Fly me to the moon. Oh my god, they're in
Fearless
P-51?
Rule the sky.
What?
Spin between buildings,
What?
through the clouds, among stunning
Oh,
perspectives.
jeez, they're so... Oh my god. Ah! That looks like it's gonna be amazing. Flying through different cities like that. Wow. Again, this is just in-engine concept. This isn't what an actual race looks like. I gotta see real gameplay. 2018. Good. That's good. I can't take any more good games this year. I gotta catch up.
All across the country, high-octane contests await you. Take the lead on Modernation. You've had a glimpse of the Crew 2.
I don't know, this guy didn't come to
Register
my long
now
riding
for
mower
beta access
league.
or play the demo at the booth. Experience TC2 for yourself. Enjoy the ride. Thank you.
Oh, you son of a bitch. All right, I will sign up for your beta. I will sign up for you. Give me the digital pen. I will sign it. Take my striped shirt. Do it.
Yay! We all started as one team. We all wanted to be superheroes for the same reason. You're a traitor, Tweak, and now you're with a group of super traitors. This was started by you. We aren't the ones who walked out of the fucking franchise, Mysterion. Why would the Freedom Pals help us? We send a spy, someone in our group who pretends to want to switch sides and join Freedom Pals. Somebody who they don't know very well. All is fair in love and war, Freedom Pussies. You fucking animal.
You've got problems, new kid. Whatever you did last night got a lot of people's attention. Bad people. If you need information, just know you can rely on Call Girl.
Who the fuck is that? So I guess now any fucking asshole thinks they can be a superhero. We're gonna rip you apart! Dude, Mysterion is pissed at you, new kid. Hello, Toolshed.
Toolshed is a gadget tier class visionary archetype.
And a butt-fucking traitor.
Eric, you must listen to me.
Get out of my head, Timmy.
Your franchise is going nowhere. Face the truth, Eric. You guys are kind of douchebags.
He just caught his douchebags in my hand.
He did?
Southpaw, the fractured but home.
Available October 17th.
I'm so in. I'm so in. I'm so in.
There was this sort of synergy of, well, we're looking to do something interesting in VR, and we've got this division, and you're looking to sort of bring, you know, what sense you have of storytelling within, and put that into the context of VR.
You can, for the first time as a player, feel like you are in a movie.
That's a really good word for it. We want you to take off the gear and still feel unsettled.
Whilst working with Ubisoft, we stumbled across some fascinating research that had begun in the late 90s. Essentially, neuroscientists had figured out a way to upload brain data, trauma, emotions, memories, to the digital space. Now, we've gone and taken the next logical step, and with Ubisoft, we've recreated in virtual reality one such test subject. So we'd like you to come and join us and experience the Walter test case for yourself. Again.
What you're experiencing is a recorded consciousness. It's not unlike watching a movie, so no matter how real it may seem, it can't hurt you. You are completely safe. You are completely safe.
Transference. Here we go. This looks indie.
And now, I'm happy to share a new surprise with you. Building on the legacy of one of our most popular worlds, the super talented teams of Ubisoft Singapore came up with something really, really unique. So I want you to see that and enjoy. Thank you.
Men from all over the world sail the treacherous trade routes of the Indian Ocean. The riches in their holds fuel their dreams of power and fortune, while whetting the appetites of those they fear most. Pirates.
It's happening.
Man decides after 70 years that what he goes there for is to unlock the door. No, we're never gonna survive. Six knots, sir! 6 knots! Too damn slow!
Inject it. Inject it into my veins now.
Aim at the mark! Miracles will happen as we dream.
Just great. Oh. These ship designs are absolutely fantastic. Oh my god. See those sunken boats? That's Sea of Thieves now. They are killing it this year, guys. They are killing it.
120 days. That's how long the average pirate survived a lawless life on the seas during the golden age of piracy. I'm Justin Farron, the creative director for Skull and Bones. And this is your chance to not just survive, but to climb the food chain and surpass the legend of every pirate who ever sailed the high seas. Since bringing innovative naval combat to Assassin's Creed, we at Ubisoft Singapore have set out to bring you the ultimate pirate experience. A tactical action game where we take that naval combat to the next level, mastering the ocean and its winds at the helm of ships armed to the teeth. Skull and Bones takes place in a shared systemic world where you can sail solo or form a gang of pirates with your friends, and together terrorize the trade routes of the Indian Ocean. Season after season, you'll collaborate and compete with other bloodthirsty players, even execute ruthless betrayals, in order to become the ultimate pirate kingpin. Now I'm proud to share with you the Loot Hunt, one of Skull and Bones' 5 versus 5 team-based PvP modes. Right on, right? We've just received intel that merchant convoys rich with treasure are sailing just off the coast of Madagascar. But beware, There are other pirates also looking to plunder the PvP-disputed waters of the Indian Ocean.
What's up, Varian?
The Priscillus Shallows of Madagascar. Located on the cusp of a bustling trade route, it is the perfect place for an ambush. Here is our gang of pirates, the Raiders, going head-to-head with a gang of rival players, the Cutthroats. Victory goes to the team with the most loot.
No, Varian, you got the
hunt.
history wrong.
Are we ready for a hunt? Knowing how to sail with the wind is a pirate's most precious skill. Use the winds to increase your speed or to position yourself for tactical advantage in battle. To reap the most rewards, it is best to split up, some going inland, others keeping to the open sea. Each warship has unique strengths. The frigate's hull is reinforced, its arsenal equipped with numerous culverin cannons.
This is great.
The brigantine is devastating up close, with a battering ram designed to break any resistance. The sloop of war kills from afar, with its crippling long-ranged mortars and precise long 9 cannons.
Flying hostile colors! All sail! Ride the wind! All hands on deck! Position fixed! Open fire! Nothing will save you now! Brace for impact! Woo! Drown, you soggy nutmegs!
Don't let bloodlust cloud your purpose. You're here for the loot, and so are your rivals.
Store the goods, then back to your station!
The team that escapes with the most loot claims victory. Searching for more targets on the horizon, our sloop of war spots a rival pirate ship further inland. With its heavily reinforced hull, our frigate swoops in to save the day, bearing the brunt of the damage.
Another day, another victim! Speed, Mr. Mercy! Vamos con todo!
Our gang of pirates is now taking aim at the frigate, and it will take team coordination to take her down.
Fuego! Hold tight, lad! That ship's badly damaged!
They are killing! We can take their ship! With the enemy ship's broadside now vulnerable, our frigate rushes in to board her.
No quarter! Taste of blackened silver! Fancy snorting some fish, Biz? We've got pirate hunters! It's the last fleet! Man over! Rockets away!
Pirate hunters have been sent in, signaling the end of the hunt. They target the pirates with the most stolen loot.
Time to make our escape, Captain, or we are good for the news. They're firing mortars! Full tilt, Silbo, full tilt!
The pirate hunter defenses are so strong that the only option is escape. The brigantine is sacrificing herself to buy time for the frigate, who carries the most loot. The frigate now needs to make its escape through the reefs.
Captain, let's make for the reefs!
successful pirates know when to run, with their hulls full and the wind at their backs.
Thank you all very much. I'd like to invite you to play the Loot Hunt at the Ubisoft booth at E3. And please register for our live phases online.
Yes.
Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention. The world of Skull and Bones is one that evolves. When you act, it reacts.
That if I did not kiss the girls, my lips would grow a moldy. Way, ho, away, we'll haul away.
Here comes the Kraken. Oh wait, I think I was right.
Yep.
Ah! Fall 2018. Oh, we got a long ways to go. Oh my gosh.
Oh. There's more.
Just keep going crazy on us,
Oh, wait, it
Ubisoft.
might be Just Dance. They got people opposed out there. Yeah, they got dancers out there.
I did not expect this. All right, to clear up what happened, the history of like Assassin's Creed 4, they had started development of like a pirate game before Assassin's Creed 4, and then they decided to implement some of that into Assassin's Creed 4, so that became the ship combat of Assassin's Creed 4, and now they're expanding upon what they did in Assassin's Creed 4 with Skull and Bones, so that's what I refer to as the history of where they're coming from with this Skull and Bones naval combat. It's not that they just took what they had in Assassin's Creed, they were already working on it before Assassin's Creed. So yes, he did say that they took elements from Assassin's Creed, but he did not say that, yeah, you're right, this should have been a standalone IP. That's not what he said. And it plays completely differently from Assassin's Creed. This is more of a tactical game as opposed to Assassin's Creed.
What the fuck, Panda?
I'm not the most pretty. I'll never ever sing like Whitney. But I still wanna dance with somebody. I just wanna dance with somebody. I just wanna dance with somebody. I just wanna dance with
It always does when Just Dance comes on.
anybody. Tell me how you got somebody. Don't matter who you are.
Why does she have a unibrow in the yellow dress?
I just wanna dance with somebody.
Oh, maybe that was just artifacting. She had a unibrow. Yes, this is still better than Bethesda. I think she's actually singing. I don't think
Yeah, she
she's
is. No, she's live. That's why she's kind of off pitch a little bit.
Hey
I
everyone,
respect
I'm BB Rexa, and Just Dance 2018 is out this October on all consoles. Bye!
That's all I need. Thank you. We don't need to see dance like a demonstration or anything.
You
That's all we
use
need.
it as a telephone. You use it as a camera. It's your music player, your flashlight, calculator, and GPS navigation device. But now, finally, the most high-tech company in the world has unlocked the mobile phone's true potential so that it can do what it was truly meant to do.
South Park.
We are playing Cowboys and Indians.
Yes.
Hey, you
Yes.
kid, we need you to come play with us. Put on some cowboy shit and meet us outside. And bring your phone. Whoa, we're playing Cowboys and Indians, dickhole. Inuits are technically Native Americans. This new kid puts me to shame.
Pirates and Knights. Can't keep up. This might be the only mobile game I ever play. Versus Cockmage.
Phone destroyer!
So that's why they fractured that one.
Yep. Oh my, wait. Is this the teased space game?
Sure. So they still talk about Far Cry 5 too.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, is this now the E3 of dreams? Powered by Snowdrop.
Just got chilly here.
Atlas, jewel of the Pleiades. Nova took us to the stars. Each new world more incredible than the last. We had no idea what was waiting for us. The Legion. It consumes everything in its path. They've never used Starlink before. Go show them what it can do.
What? What?
Okay, let's do this. Come on. I got it.
Is this like a grown-up
Chase, how's it going?
Yes.
Let's even the odds.
Judge, we need to buy time for me to jumpstart the engine.
They are resisting ice barrage. Linking fire loadout.
What? You dicks, you cannot do this.
We're up against impossible odds, but together we will adapt and overcome.
Starlink.
Oh, it's coming to everything. Oh, you jerks. You jerks, you cannot do that to me.
Hi, I'm Matt Rose, producer at Ubisoft Toronto. Like many of you, I grew up in the 80s, obsessed with sci-fi, animation, comics, and of course, all the really cool toys. At Ubisoft Toronto, we built a team with a dream of bringing those amazing childhood memories back to life for a new generation. Starlink Battle for Atlas allows you to take control of a team of star pilots in a massive, open, living star system, fighting to save Atlas from the Forgotten Legion. Build your custom starship, and then adapt to new challenges on the fly. Link extra armor and heavy weapons to take on a huge Legion Prime.
Hate you.
Search for ancient secrets lost on the worlds of Atlas, or outrun outlaws through an asteroid field. Freedom is at the core of Starlink Battle for Atlas. Collect your way with both physical Starship collectibles and digital versions available, and even take your game on the go using the power of Nintendo Switch.
They're gonna go.
Visit StarlinkGame.com for more information, and stay tuned for many more surprises over the coming months. Thank you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This. No Man's Sky is dead. They killed Sea of Thieves and No Man's Sky.
Another new announcement. They said was coming.
I'm Rebecca Kutaz.
No. No?
I'm the studio director at Ubisoft Annecy. It's a pleasure for me to be back on stage after our announcement at E3 last year. And we have had since then a full year of support and continuous development of Steep. Since the very beginning of this project, we have been working with athletes, and we have always been impressed by their passion and dedication. We learned how one champion spent 300 days a year on a trampoline to practice for that perfect landing. We learned how others make more than 6 million turns to practice for the 15 they have to race in competition. These athletes, they travel to the world to train with the best, to compete with the strongest, and to challenge themselves with the most experienced and skilled coaches. It's truly a level of passion and dedication that goes well beyond our everyday lives. And when you talk to the very best of these men and women, you realize that there is something they always have in back of their minds at all times.
Sex.
It's a dream that takes years of preparation for just one go at that unforgettable moment. This December, with our first Steep expansion, this is the journey you will take. Enjoy.
I mean, what I played of Steep was alright, but just left a lot to be desired, I thought. Yeah, No Man's Sky died about 2 days after its launch. Very true. That's cool. That's not bad. That raises the stakes for the game. Steep road to the Olympics. That's like is that the first expansion we've really heard about this conference?
No, Dishonored was an expansion.
I mean, this press conference.
Yes.
Here's some Far Cry. So this is what we think is a fair representation of America these days.
Hi, my name is Dan Hay, and I'm the executive producer of Far Cry the brand, as well as the creative director of Far Cry 5. I'd like to introduce you to Hope County, Montana. Vast, beautiful, rugged. A place where people don't even lock their front door anymore. But that's how it used to be. Today, Hope County's been overrun by a fanatical cult. You find yourself trapped deep in cult territory, cut off from the rest of the world. They've closed the roads. There's no cell phone signal, no 911. People are fucking scared. I had to say it.
Man, he's cool. Did you hear him drop the F-bomb? He's awesome.
And just up ahead, the small town of Falls End has been completely overrun. If you're gonna survive, you and your guns for hire are gonna need to save it. But to do that, well, you're gonna need to raise some hell.
I'm ready to feel the edge. I'm ready to feel that edge.
Oh, well.
We got piggies.
Town looks like a war zone. Where do you want me? Water tower, got it.
I'm in position at edge, Lord.
For only then will you walk in the light of our Father and be delivered.
Boom, boom, motherfuckers.
Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, 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 boom.
Behind you.
Bang, 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 bang.
Gonna need more help.
I love the way you walk, and I love the way you talk. When you walk that walk, and you talk that talk. You knocks me out.
Helpful puppy.
My feet.
Looks like you could use some help.
Boom, 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 boom.
Nick Ride. He's the guy who likes to fly. Oh, it's weird to have a character named Co-op.
You can hire friends.
Ooh, puppy. It's probably going to be a really fun game. Alright, we're about an hour in.
What else is there? Oh, there's more? My goodness.
What do we got here?
Where's your master? I don't deal with domesticated.
Hey, the fuck? I ain't got no master, but
What
I
is
do
this?
have your little toy.
Is this... It's Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Show me the Redeemer.
Oh my god.
Here you go, mate. Yo, hand it over. I got a hot date who don't do late.
Oh, they're really good.
Monkey's got a date.
Mwah.
What? What?
What? That's Swiss fucking chocolate, pig. Bon appetito.
this fucking city after that fucking bastard!
Grab my chassis, Noxie!
Holy shnikes.
Bang, bang, motherfuckers!
It's so edgy with all the F-bombs, guys.
All the edge.
Fuck me.
Damn! Do it!
Are we gonna see Jade? She's still around?
It's about bloody time. Let's see what we've got. Moksha. Just as Yama described it. True freedom lies beyond.
Yes, that's the theme. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Ugh. You crazy animals! You crazy animals!
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Aww. He's been trying to get this game made for like 10 years.
First of all, I want to say a big thank you to all the teams who worked very, very, very hard on creating all this world. Again, thank you to all these teams behind us. I want also to say thank you to Yves, with all my heart. Thanks, Yves, for making this happen. This is just amazing. And also, a special thanks to the fans of Beyond Good and Evil for sticking with us for so long.
It's about bloody time.
15 years. Almost.
So welcome to System 3. Our story takes place before the birth of Jade, in a multi-ethnic, multicultural human society in a distant solar system. It is a time when corporations create hybrids in their labs and enslave them to colonize the stars in order to compete for power and cosmic resources. With our crew of crazy and unforgettable characters, we fight in the name of freedom and the right to determine our own fate among the stars. And we will helm massive starfaring vessels through territories as spectacular as they are dangerous.
We've been working very hard just on the technology during 3 years. And today, we have a seamless online playground where we can travel across space at the speed of light. We can explore mysterious cities and discover unknown lands by ourselves or with friends. And we want you to participate in the making of this great adventure. Join our Space Monkey program. Today, and help us make Beyond Good and Evil a world that will challenge us and bring us together for thousand adventure, thrills, and fun. And please, Eve, just join us. This is. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations, you guys. You know, Gabrielle and Michelle, you've done a fantastic job. It's amazing what you have been able to achieve, and you and I and all the teams have the power of creating games that will amaze all the gamers. And I think video games can help us to grow and to get better. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So now, I would like to thank everyone here in the room and those who are watching us from home. Thank you for listening today, and thank you for playing our games. So to all the teams at Ubisoft, thank you for your incredible imagination and enthusiasm. All of us here, we wish you all a lot of fun playing games this year. So thank you very much, and have a great E3.
Wow. Just bloody wow. Ubisoft came and they actually E3'd E3.
Okay, wait, look, most importantly, it's not over. The show is not over, folks. We're gonna send you back to the home base behind the theater. We have 30 minutes of an exclusive...
Oh wait, we've got 30 minutes of Assassin's Creed coming up here.
Oh my gosh.
30 minutes right now. Let's go back to home base outside the theater. Thank you for watching. It's not over. Stay tuned. Holy shit! Oh my god.
Hey there,
let's go to that real quick. Let's go to that for just a little bit here.
That was amazing. Fantastic. It was jam-packed with great games, and we've got more great games to show you right now, specifically Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm Chris Waters, joined by Hanny Duong, Carl Lua, and
off the game and completely polish it, so we might see some hiccups along the way, but we fully assume that. We're super proud to be here to show it off. We've been working a long time on this, and it's finally exciting to be able to show it and have people play it and send us feedback. So here we're gonna go. Carl is gonna show off his skills.
His
gazelle skills. And here we're gonna start with a camp. So these camps, these are military locations. He's gonna use Senu, right?
That's right.
Senu.
She's a beauty.
Yeah, she's a beauty. She's a great scout. So right now, Carl's using her to tag the enemies, but also tagging opportunities in the camp. Now the question might be, why would someone infiltrate such a location outside of quests? So there is a quest that actually takes place here. In the demo, we've disabled the quest so that we can focus on the world and what happens with the world. Later on, there's going to be more streams with quests so that we can kind of spread the love, the content.
But for now, we're just kind of cutting loose in the open world and going to see what is in store for us here at this camp. Now, with the tagging, I'm noticing, one of the new features here is that levels are popping up over the enemy's heads as you are tagging. So what can the player read into those levels as to what kind of challenge they're going to face?
Yeah, so by going a lot more action RPG, what's happening here is that right now Bayek is level 20 and he's facing off against enemies that are at an equivalent challenge. And so this would be considered a fair challenge fight in this part of the world. And we'll see that as, we'll see later on, there's another camp with enemies that are level 25. And you'll see that the feedback's slightly different. This is to really clarify to people, levels matter, gear matters.
Nice.
Taking on higher level enemies, it's doable. But they're tougher not only in stats, but they're also tougher in behavior. So the higher level they are, they have more capacities, more abilities, stronger weapons.
So you might want to think twice before taking them on, or get some better gear, or just light your arrows on fire.
Ooh.
Apparently.
What are you doing there, Carl?
There's like a lot of Metal Gear Solid influence in this
Why
one.
not? Because it's not hot enough.
Yes.
Just a little more warmth from the bonfire. Speaking of which, my feet are on fire. We are in the middle of the sun
it is,
right
it is
here.
really hot out
We
here.
suffer for your entertainment, viewers.
This is the live streaming equivalent of method acting. Is Bayek is warm right now. You think that hood is like keeping him cool?
That hood is warm, and I will say for the
Look at
for the
this
fans
line.
out there who
awkward.
Oh, the lion's attacking the horse.
Attacking the horse. He's got a snack on some
Well,
horse
it is a
meat.
distraction.
He's
Not
been
the
caged up
distraction
for a
movement.
while.
So that's something that we fully embrace in here. So all the NPCs of the world, all the humans, all the animals, they have a full life in the world. They have needs, they have wants. Animals, they hunt, they sleep, they find shade. So in this case, this lion has been captured and been put in a cage. And at this point, it becomes an opportunity for the player. You can't always guarantee it. But, okay, so these guys they sense something. They've seen a lion getting released. They've seen...
Kind of hard to miss that
is
one.
pretty awkward.
A fire. There you go, Carl.
Something's going
well
down.
done.
I've seen
well
some
done.
glitches here.
Nice job, Carl.
That's what he said, though. He
There
said
we
the
go.
ghost
So
is still in the
Going
we
the
just
stealth
picked up a bow. So this is something that's really important in Assassin's Creed Origins. It's gear.
Goodbye,
Bishop,
lion.
terrible. He was so kind to you.
Wow.
He attacked
Helping
the
you.
horse. He should have been attacking
No
the
real
horse.
lions were harmed.
Out of the
making
frying
this
pan
demo.
into the fire.
So we picked up a bow, and we saw that it was a blue bow, which means that it's a common weapon. So rarities do matter in this game.
Yeah.
The more rare the equipment is, the more attributes it has, the more properties it has.
So as opposed to just does some more damage, it cannot have other properties. Like what is an example?
Exactly. So other properties could be things like poison tips. Being able to generate adrenaline. Adrenaline is a concept. It's a resource in the combat system that allows Bayek to unleash a fury of attacks or just devastating, overpowering attacks. And you can build adrenaline through the combat system. And some weapons charge differently than others, so this is part of the depth of the combat that we want players to mess around with.
And this is a whole new combat system you guys have.
Boom, headshot.
It's way different than the feeling before of sort of being in
He
Assassin's Creed combat.
He's dazed. Take him out.
It
Poor
hit his
guy.
helmet.
Poor guy. Oh,
Ooh, he can cover some ground.
So this guy's the commander. That's the gold icon.
Uh-oh. Not for long.
There we go.
There we go.
Dead.
So there we go.
So killed.
So here we found a
Very
second
killed.
bow. So in a military location, military locations are great for finding equipment and new gear. Aside from playing quests, these are also places to be able to upgrade Bayek with new weapons.
Loot all that.
So here we found a bow. Oh, we leveled up, which gives us an ability point. So we'll check that out in a second.
Check it out now.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry?
a shield.
Oh, cool.
Nice
All right,
job,
so here we're
Luke.
looking at sort of
there we
the
go.
skill
There's the
tree,
ability.
and I'm seeing three different branches.
Yeah, it's more of a graph. What that means is there are flavors. So on the one side, what you see here is the Master Seer. This is more the abilities that are aligned with manipulation. So manipulating the environment, animals, and NPCs. In the center, we have the warrior aspect, which is really delving deep into fight. And the hunter aspect, which is more the stealthy approach of being an assassin or being a ranger. And the idea is players can dedicate themselves or go through the graph however they want. That's why it's a graph, because they can actually kind of spread themselves as they wish. They can really craft their own assassin. And you can even focus on one area. If you want to be the absolute ultimate warrior,
Ultimate warrior.
Whoa. You can dedicate yourself. So the last ability on each graph, you can keep pumping points into it. So you can really become that super powerful archetype that you wish to play.
Gamefly has
Just
another
gotta chase
20
down a
blow
fluorescent outfit and you're good to go.
So what kind of player would you be, Ash? What's your personal favorite style?
Personally, well, we should get Carl to buy something here.
We go for the enhanced warrior bow.
Enhanced warrior bow. The warrior bow is super cool. We haven't seen it yet, so maybe we should switch to it if we can.
Yep.
We did pick up a few new bows, right?
Yeah, we should check out the new gear.
Check out our gear.
Definitely check out the new gear. So in terms of my style, I would say I'm somewhere between hunter and warrior. I can't choose one or the other. I sometimes prefer stealth, sometimes prefer just duking it out with the guys. That's my style, but that's one thing we wanted to cater to, is that we have a lot of fans who either play stealth or play pure combat.
It depends
and
on
we
their
wanted
mood.
to give them a control over that.
Yeah.
So here we can see that Carl put on a new bow. You also had a new shield. Put on the shield. Put on the
A
shield.
warcher.
New bow, new
Is
shield.
it really going to be better? Let's have a look.
I like that better.
It's way better. So
Oh,
you
wow.
can see the shield adds to the player's resistance.
Okay.
So it's quite significant. And we can see it has a property which is that when you block a hit, you generate adrenaline. So the idea is with gear, you can actually start crafting, again, the way you fight, the way you stealth. We can see the crafting at the bottom there. So just like combat, there's no longer this concept that you can one-shot assassinate just anybody. Enemies that are higher level, you'll do stealth damage. But if you want to one-shot them, be that true lethal assassin, you have to craft better hidden blades.
You gotta work hard at it. And now we're going for a little boat ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to cool down in the sea, which I wish I could do right now, because I am on fire.
Pretty hot. So this is the amazing tech Singapore has been working on. The water. I think it's some of the most beautiful water in any game. It's absolutely beautiful. It's completely seamless. We can at some point we'll dive underneath. For now, you know, we have an island here. Let's maybe at some point explore the island.
Well, this lake is really big. Yeah, can we just get a sort of look at how big this is?
So
this is one
Take
of
a
the
look at
things.
this lake.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
I'm
can see
looking
the draw distance are absolutely stunning.
Yeah, this is, for you folks watching, this is running on the Xbox One X.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. It's really allowing us to showcase what we can push with our engine, the beauty of the world. We really want to do Egypt justice and show it off, show off our artists, show off our technical people, our programmers who bring this to life.
It's gorgeous.
So here we can see some boats in the distance. This bigger ship here. There's always opportunities. The world is alive. You know, fishermen are out catching fish. They'll take their goods to shore, to docks, take them to the markets, go home and sleep at night. And there's always opportunities for the player here.
All right, out for a little swim. And you mentioned underwater. Let's take a little dive.
Okay,
Let's take a little dive.
Take a look.
Oh, nice.
I see something dangerous off in the horizon there.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, what is that?
It's a hippo.
Oh, man, do we have other
He looks pretty
creatures?
friendly. Let's get
Doc,
closer.
we'll see. We'll be
See what
back
happens.
in
Good
like
idea.
2.5
Very good idea.
hours.
Carl has a great track record
for
with
Sony's
animals,
pregame, so
nothing could go wrong. But so
you've heard about his stories from Singapore, I see. So here, so this is a location. The reason there's loot here, the question might be, why is there loot here? The reason there's loot here is actually this island. It's where the Ptolemies, so the guard force, they use this island as a way to stop, to take a break, to actually refill on some of their stocks. And so here we can see there's actually a guard on the other side who's been killed by what? I don't know, but maybe the hippo.
Not a hippo. No, he's a good guy. I think we should say hi.
Nice dude.
He's a nice dude.
Oh, I got a spear.
don't say hi to the hippo lady.
Use the spear. Switch to the spear.
Okay, let's switch.
Yeah, because that's the thing we've seen.
Exactly.
Sort of that short
Hungry
curved
hippos
sword
was
in action.
prophecy.
Yeah.
But there is a variety of weapons, and the sort of reach of the longer weapons is going to affect how you are in combat.
Exactly.
Right, they formed a
we
cult
have,
and took over
a ton
a town in
of types of
Montana.
weapons.
See, it's the Ubisoft
So 8
interconnected
melee weapons,
world.
4 types of bows.
Yeah.
And this is just the types. Then within them, there's levels, attributes, properties, and all that stuff. And of course, it's a completely seamless system here. We're using the bow in water.
You should get in closer, Carl, and see what happens.
Those birds, if Carl is good, he can shoot those birds down.
I got other problems right now. Let me deal with this angry beast.
They're just trying to say hi.
Okay.
You know?
I feel like you're engaging it on its home turf. Like maybe they're slower on land. You don't want to. Oh god.
And he's using the spear.
Oh no! You're smacking the hippo with your spear.
Man, poor hippo. What if it's a mama?
Now, you know what?
Oh, man.
Now you've gotten
Carl.
him angry. He just wanted to say hi.
I think if it's a mama, Carl's in even more trouble.
Yeah.
Keep circling
You're
it.
vicious, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
No hippos were harmed in the making of this demo.
No, no actual hippos
No
were
actual
harmed in the
hippos.
making of Assassin's Creed.
This one's
Origins.
being harmed, though.
There we
This
go.
one is being harmed.
All right, so when you loot
That
that hippo,
hippo ass.
what are you gaining from this beast?
So,
What was the purpose of this
do you ever
massacre?
think you would say that sentence in public? So animals. So the fauna of Egypt.
I would have given you a ride!
I like this.
Throw that guy on this boat?
Yeah.
Poor guy. So this.
Sorry, buddy. There's a hippo just
It's
over there.
like this
Careful,
dude is just sitting here.
Use the corpse as a float. You'll be
This is Carl
fine.
style. This is Carl
Got to
style.
protect the fish.
So obviously Egypt, it's very well known for its fauna, its wildlife, and we need it to represent that properly here. And then we have to say, well, it matters to the player on some level. So this is part of the progression system. So you gain materials that you would use to craft some of your gear. So that's.
You're just a shit starter, aren't you, Carl?
This is military, it's alright.
These are military dudes.
It's military, it's fine.
He's on fire now.
Okay.
Ooh, fire on a boat. That's a recipe for disaster. I like it.
Oh, the fisherman's coming in dangerously.
Handle this emotionally or physically.
Oh boy.
Is someone else mixing it up over
There we go.
Oh, now the boat's on fire.
It's coming for me though. He knew that his boat was in trouble.
That is
Obviously.
nice. That boat is on fire.
Just leave him to tread water.
Yeah.
So what do
So you know
guys
what?
think? You're not
If the situation was slightly different,
I love
if
how
Carl,
these guys just along for the ride.
I think it looks
in front of
awesome.
you, like,
Just
what
you
is
You
chilling.
can definitely
happening?
tell that they borrowed
just
some
chilling.
elements from
The
some
thing
other
is,
games out there, like
Bayek
like
is
Metal
a
Gear
Magi.
Solid 5's
They
combat
are
system.
protectors of Egypt.
What
They're
eventually
protectors
evolved
of
into
the
Horizon
Egyptian
Zero
way
Dawn,
of life, and
which is
Egyptians
good. Borrowing is
have a high
all
respect
right.
for
I mean,
Magi,
those were
and they go to them for help.
stellar games
This is actually
mechanically.
feeds into the questing system actually. So, as a Magi,
Yeah,
he
this
respects
game
them.
just
You're
it
gonna
looks
let him
beautiful.
take
I'm
his boat for a
intrigued by
ride.
the
You do you,
Egyptian
Bayek. You do
setting.
you.
It
boats
really
on fire.
I like it
invokes
too because he's not like obviously the
the
boat's important to that
transformative
dude.
power of
Like it's probably
gaming
his
as a-
livelihood.
as a
He's like,
way
look, man,
to
you can take this wherever you want, but
to
I need
another
it when you're
world,
done.
to another
Just
place
make sure
in
you bring it back
history
to
that
me.
you
For a bit.
could
He'll
not
even
go
wait a
to,
bit.
and you really
Eventually he'll leave, but
can't
he'll wait a bit for
experience
now.
He's
in
watching
quite
me,
the
Kevin.
same
So
way
courteous.
through, just
So
In
movies.
case you need a getaway vehicle, I'm here, bro. Cool.
Exactly.
Who hasn't wanted to?
So
who
here,
hasn't
this
wondered what it
is-
would be
this
like
is
to
another
see
military camp, but
ancient
this one's slightly
Egypt?
different. This one's a wharf.
No, Lauren.
Here, what we wanted to show is just what it's like to take on enemies that are much higher level. So here
Who
we'll see some
hasn't
guards.
wanted
So
to
there's
know what it
some
was like
front
to
gate
be
there.
in
So
ancient
level
Egypt,
25,
or
you see
explore
the
that
badge
world,
is
or see
red,
the pyramids
which
being
is kind of telling
constructed
the
and things
player,
like that? And that's something that you can
yes,
see
you can try. You can
through
Try your
a
best.
game like
Try it out.
Assassin's Creed
Give it a shot,
Origins. So
but
that's
it's going
kind
to
of
be a
neat.
very difficult fight because you're not at their level just yet. Eventually, by going through quests, by completing locations in the world, you will level up enough. So I would recommend just
let's
lead
break
us into talking about what has happened here.
While they're playing that, let's break down this conference a little bit before we break prior to Sony's conference. I'm going to we'll just increase this size a little bit here. There we go. We don't necessarily need to see me while they're playing that. Yeah, let's go ahead and break it down. You got the notes, Lauren?
I have lots of notes.
You got lots of notes. All right. Well, they kick the thing off in style with the Mario Rabbids game.
Kingdom Battle. Battle for the Mushroom Kingdom. Rabbids versus Rabbids.
So that looked really good. It looks really interesting. The tactical gameplay and everything looks like kind of a cross between, I don't know, almost like Mario RPG / like Final Fantasy Tactics or something like that. It's got a really fun Mario spin on everything, plus the wackiness of the Rabbids. It was a great moment seeing Miyamoto on stage with Yves Guillemot introducing the game. So yeah, it looks great. It looks like another home run for Ubisoft on the Switch. What did you guys think?
Yeah, that game looks great. Makes me consider buying a Switch.
Whoa! Sean, getting ready to lay down the C notes on that. Wow. It's been in development for 3 years, but still, I'm kind of surprised that it's coming out in August. Which Nintendo's being really smart there with the way they're stacking up that lineup, because they got ARMS coming out June, which is that's coming out next week, or this week actually on Friday. Then July is Splatoon 2. Now August you got the Rayman Rabbids thing. I'm not sure. September you got Pokken Deluxe. We don't know what's in October yet. And then we've got Mario presumably in November. But who knows? Mario might be in October. So you've got just like...
It'll be November.
Historically, you're correct. I'm just saying, who knows? It could be October, but I expect it in November. So they're really stacking the lineup, and that's something we haven't seen with Nintendo systems in a long time, where you have a big, solid game coming out one after the other, 1 month after the other. That's something we haven't seen in a long time.
The other interesting thing is that these haven't been announced. We still don't know what holiday is going to look like for Switch.
Yeah.
That's pretty unusual. Like normally, for it's a new console, right? Like, so let's say if it hadn't have sold well at the beginning, like if they would have held off all this news of all these big games coming out, like maybe that would have been taken negatively if the Switch hadn't sold well. Like as it is, I think it's fine because there's been huge demand for the Switch. And, it hasn't impacted sales, but
yeah, it's only going to help out with the demand for the Switch. The fact that
interruption. That's a map view of this Egypt map happening. It's just big and beautiful and more big and more big.
More big.
More.
It's embiggening.
There's Alexandria.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I cannot wait to watch you go through this game.
I'm going to play this game with all of the
Giza
times.
Plateau, Memphis.
Oh
my gosh, this looks amazing.
Okay.
Well, they showed a little bit on Assassin's Creed Origins during the show, which was kind of a teaser to watch, what we're watching right now. So we'll skip over that a little bit.
So let's see. Back with the amiibos. The amiibos.
Oh yeah, they teased the amiibos already on Ubisoft's side, so it's kind of interesting that they didn't save that for Nintendo, or that it's they didn't advertise it on Nintendo's side.
They just subtly just like, right.
Yeah, here's the Rayman and Rabbids amiibos. So let's skip down. The next big trailer was The Crew 2, which like I said during the reveal, I laughed when they announced The Crew 2 a few weeks ago during the investors call. I'm not laughing now. That has potential to be insanely cool. Just, it's so smart. Oh, let's see what they got going on here.
I serve Sobek. I am a slave.
Boy, what are you accused of?
I was charged with ferrying 2 gold Sobeks to Crocodilopolis. Just out of port, my ship sank by the lighthouse. I almost drowned. The statues were lost. I didn't steal them.
Silence! And you! Step back, say it!
Gotta make a decision.
Wait. Do not threaten me, Neb. I am a Magi. If the boy speaks the truth, I will find your gold Sobex. If he lies, he is yours to deal with.
Interesting.
So here we got a little bit of a taste of Bike's personality and his attitude towards these masked priests that abuse their power. And this is a side quest. So our players can expect this type of quality, cinematics, great characters,
a lot of priests,
in the
temples,
optional content in the side quest.
Like, I wonder what religion has to do in the game. Like, what is the connection to the Brotherhood with religion? Because that's always been a big connection in some of the other Assassin's Creed games. So I'm like, how will it what are the Assassin's connections? So
yeah, that's a good question. Maybe they're like the Splinter offshoot of that religion of Egypt.
But can I ask, Dave?
Yeah.
How excited were you when you saw South Dakota on The Crew 2?
Oh, I was extremely excited. I want to fly by Mount Rushmore. So it's amazingly it's amazingly ingenious for them to say, all right, let's take this beyond the roads. Let's do not only street racing, but let's do off-road racing, let's do boat racing, and let's do aircraft racing. That blows my mind. I hope it comes together, and I hope it's as awesome as it sounds. As hype as I want to be about the game, though, I gotta reserve judgment until we actually see some gameplay, because we saw some in-engine stuff, but we didn't actually see the game being played, and that kind of gives me a little bit of the shakies on that.
I like that it's called Motor Nation, so he's like they're developing like this huge fandom there, calling it Motor Nation.
All right.
With a beta coming out.
Oh, yes. I need to go sign up for... There's like 50 betas I got to go sign up for now.
So many betas.
South Park. They ran a new trailer for South Park. That's still out October 17th, so that's...
Speaking of gameplay, there wasn't a lot in that.
In what? South Park?
Right.
There was like nothing in South Park, to be quite honest.
It was just like, be excited, it's coming.
Yeah.
It looked like an episode.
It did look like an episode, which I'm fine with.
Well, but you don't want to watch the game. You want to actually play it.
That's true. That's true. But to be fair, they don't really have to change too much in the way of gameplay from what they had in the Stick of
Right.
Truth.
Oh, I mean, the gameplay was fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just they're not actually showing you gameplay.
Yeah. It would be nice.
Maybe we'll see that demoed during the course of E3, but that's a really good point. We did not see any gameplay demonstration. So,
and interestingly, the fact that South Park and Assassin's Creed Origin, which are going to be two big titles, come out 10 days apart from each other.
that is very interesting. Wow, I did not realize that.
So South Park comes out on October 17th. 10 days later, on the 27th, Assassin's Creed Origins comes out.
I'm gonna have to start selling like body parts here. Get all this stuff locked down. They've got a VR project coming out with Elijah Wood, the actor, as kind of the front man of that. This is called Transference. So you're basically reliving the memories of some guy. They uploaded this guy's memories into the cloud, and then you can like kind of relive them in virtual reality.
My question is this them using, because it reminded me of the Animus in Assassin's Creed, the fact that they're like, you put someone in there and they relive what's happened to their ancestors. So the fact that they're doing this where it's hooking them in and then you're living through someone's life.
That's a darn good point.
I was like, Animus inspired game?
That is a darn good point.
Because that was something that the Animus, that in Assassin's Creed, sorry to be taking so much Assassin's Creed, but that was something in the Assassin's Creed present day universe, that they were going to be creating movies, like video games, like they were going to be creating things based on these people's lives.
Art is imitating life is imitating art. That's crazy.
So, random connection there.
Oh, what about, speaking of South Park, they showed off a South Park mobile game, Phone Destroyer.
That looks fun.
Yeah. Sean?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'd be interested in seeing the gameplay of it.
Mm-hmm.
So we have no idea what type of game it is.
Probably something where you click a lot.
But I think it was interesting that they engaged the fact that it's going to be on a phone, the fact that you're FaceTiming with Cartman, you get like text messages from the other characters.
Yeah, that's
but yeah,
pull me into that South Park universe. That's what I want.
But I just think that's interesting.
So
That's a good point that they didn't show any gameplay. So it's like battle versus like every kind of character ever that they've ever had. But what is that?
Probably just like a toned down version of the gameplay that's already in like the Stick of Truth. Oh, I see Leap of Faith is still in here.
Of course it is.
Can't take that out.
Of course it is. It is life. So, back with more Assassin's Creed crossovers, Skull and Bones.
Holy shnikes.
Like, Black Flag blew up all over that. Like, it looks so much. And the bottom right where it showed that little image, that's something that they had, like, in Black Flag, where you could see where you were going. But they didn't have the wind direction, or it showed, like, the speed on the side, like how many knots you were going. That was not there.
Right.
So it's like they took it and just made it better. But so much of it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like Black Flag.
Yep, it's just like a tactical, right? The tactical expansion of the ship combat in that was first tried out in Black Flag. Just it's everything that I want Sea of Thieves to be, but it isn't. From what I can't talk about due to the NDA. It's I've got high hopes for that game. It's coming out in fall of 2018. There's a beta that's coming out if you go on to skullandbonesgame.com. But man, oh man, it's been a game that's been rumored to be in development for quite some time. So I'm glad to see that it came to fruition.
Mm-hmm. And by the studio
that
did Black Flag. So it's like their secret baby project.
So speaking, it is. It looks like it's Jeff McFly says it's the new For Honor. He's absolutely right. It does look very, very much like it's modeled off of For Honor's concepts. So speaking of games that had been rumored for a little while and teased in Watch Dogs 2, I did not think that this game was real, but here it is. They did develop this kind of space game, a little bit more of an action-oriented take off of No Man's Sky. It's called Starlink. You go and explore these worlds, you team up with people, and then you have to buy these physical toys. And
they said they have digital versions too.
They will have digital versions of the toys, so you don't have to be like a creeper hauling around this massive case of plastic junk.
Do you mean Creeper or Cool Kid?
Cool Kid is what I mean.
Because
you don't want to be that 30-something-year-old guy in the toy store.
This is true.
Toys.
Kind of. But no, this is true. This one looks like it's got a lot of potential. I'm very, very interested to see what they do with it. They didn't really show any gameplay, just a trailer and kind of a concept with them putting together these toys. Somebody made a comment that it's like Skylanders for grown-ups, and I think that's spot on. So, anyway, what did you guys think?
I think it looked interesting. I mean, I don't know if it's a game I would personally play yet.
Wrong.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, it looks really cool. I think it was interesting. They said it's going to be an open living star system. So I want to know what that means by open living star system.
Like No Man's Sky?
That's what I'm wondering.
There was nothing open and living about No Man's Sky. That was the deadest star system.
But they promised that.
No, they just promised it was going to be vast. Or you're going to explore a vast galaxy.
It's going to be
empty.
Yeah, exactly. You mean a vapid galaxy? Oh,
we
man.
had
So in that game, they showed you actually having to change parts on your physical ship.
Yes.
To react to things in game. I hope it's not pay to win, or you have to buy a whole bunch of parts and have them
That's a good
laid out
point.
on a table, and you're constantly drop your controller, switch something
Legos.
out.
Oh, that would be... There's potential for the game to be awesome, but it's potential for the game to be really annoying.
Yeah, and then technologically, how does the game detect that your toy changed? There's gonna have to be some other accessories to...
Well, it's like hooking something onto the control. I'm assuming it's all black magic. I don't know.
Probably Bluetooth is going to be my guess. Maybe that's somehow with the ability of the toy itself. Maybe you could hack it. So instead of buying all the parts, you can...
there we go, Sean. It's like
Yeah, I don't know. That's all a good point. Looks like Ubisoft is finally wrapped up here. We'll take them down. Wow, just a fantastic conference from Ubisoft. They talked about their Steep expansion. They're doing an Olympics expansion, which is exactly what the game needs.
Yeah.
Needs something to raise those stakes and make you really care about. And then the game that we know has been in development for so long.
Just Dance 2018.
Just Dance 2018. And I finally feel this is the year I'm going to dance
with Bibi
all of
Rexha.
my heart. Yeah. It's
Singing questionably.
And that was it. Oh, yeah, and Beyond Good and Evil 2, which just, oh my god, fantastic. I cannot wait to see more. Now, the one thing that was really interesting was that the rumors that were surrounding this game was that this was going to be a Nintendo Switch exclusive. So they didn't really talk about platform or anything, just here it is, it's real, thank you. I don't think this is going to come out anytime soon.
Yeah, they didn't even list. Yeah, nothing.
Yeah. They're talking about signing up for the beta so you can help craft the world and everything. So it feels like it's almost needing some sort of direction or something like that.
Well, it wasn't even listed as a beta. It was called Space Monkey Program. So it wasn't even listed as join our beta.
Well, that could be a fancy name for it, but it's still cool to see that it's something that is in development. It is happening.
I've never played the original one. What makes this so exciting that you guys would be excited?
It was a really good quality action adventure game that did not sell well at all. It was one of the best games of the generation, of the PS2 Xbox generation, and it unfortunately it flopped. And it was too bad because there's a really devoted fan base that really, yeah, I think Jeff McFly is right. 2018 is probably holiday 2018 is probably the earliest, but it has a really devoted fan base that has always wanted to see a sequel. The game's creator, Michael Ansel, has always talked about wanting to create a sequel, but just needing to get that approval and support from Ubisoft to do it. But 15 years, Ubisoft has transformed so much from the time that game first came out, and I think to me it's a testament to the power of having an independent company like Ubisoft.
Or Ubisoft.
Or like Ubisoft. And I say that because there's all this talk about a takeover of Ubisoft from Vivendi, which would kind of destroy that autonomy that Ubisoft has to go and take chances on games that didn't sell well, like Beyond Good and Evil, and make a sequel on that. So, every year Ubisoft just kind of surprises and delights with different things. I was hoping to see Splinter Cell, but I don't even care. I think
they gave you something else.
Right. Let's wrap this up because it's only 2 hours until we're live again. Or it's going to be 2 hours here before we're live again. We go live at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Give us your final thoughts. Thumbs up, thumbs down, Ubisoft. Sean? Shrug. Lauren? Lauren, what do you think?
Yay!
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
Conference of the show so far. Like, they laid the smack down on E3. Ubisoft
raising the bar.
And again, they followed that Sony model from last year. Just trailer, game. Very little bit from developers, but just freaking fantastic. Good job, Ubisoft. They killed it this year. We're going to take a break. We got to take a dinner break. We got to get our minds together, write some articles, get some of this
iced coffee
shit out there. But we're going to be back in 2 hours, guys. 2 bloody hours. You don't want to miss it. We're going to be talking about Sony and their E3 2017 quest for domination. I cannot get enough of Just Dance either, Neon Saxon. I'm still waiting for my orange chicken, by the way. Join us in a couple of hours. That's going to be 7 Central, 8 Eastern, as we go into the lead up for, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Sony!
Just get your asses back here an hour before Sony starts, and we'll see you then. So, I'm Dave the Watchman. Lauren, Sean, thanks for joining me, everybody. We'll see you in a couple hours.
Bye!
Adios!